Alrighty guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the best comp so far in 9.16 from the information gathered. It's only the first day of 9.16, but from the other servers that have been up live for almost a day, there's some things popping up that are pretty insane in the challenger scene. And we're going to get you guys going on with that. So what is the best comp in 9.16? Everybody wants to know, so I'm going to tell you guys. It is the 6 nobles. They just got buffed again. They have 70 magic resist and armor. So if you get 6 of them, they're all going to have that. And it's pretty insane late game. If the enemy does not have healing reduction, they just get completely destroyed by you. And it's especially good because you can add in 2 hyper carries that aren't nobles, and they will get the noble buff too. So for the early game, you are going to want to start with the typical 3 noble synergy, which is a Garen, a Vayne, and a Lucian. There's the strongest of the 3 nobles early game, and it gets you through the early game without losing much health at all. And of course, there is the Fioras you can grab, because you are going to need her for the 6 nobles. Just put her in when you can. You can take her out here and there until you get your full 6 nobles, because she is not that good. But on to the next characters you're going to want to pick up is Leona, and start grabbing some Dravens here and there if you see them. If you can't find any Dravens, the second best choice is usually the new character that came out, Jinx. She is pretty insane at hyper carrying. Once she gets 1 kill, she turns into a huge AoE machine. It's pretty good. So yeah, Draven or Jinx, depending on what you're rolling. And lastly, what you're going to want is the Kale for the 6th noble. That completes all the nobles. You get noble buff on all your characters. It's really good. The healing is insane. As I said, if the enemy does not have a Morello's or a red buff, or I guess a Katarina, but that's unreliable, you're just gonna roll over them. And of course, if you're picking up a Draven, you're gonna want to go a Swain as well. He is also an awesome hyper carry. You're gonna have the Draven for the AD hyper carry and the Swain for the AoE magic damage. It's really good. And of course, if you can't find a Draven, can't find Swains, replace the Swain with a Vi. She's a tanky version of the Hextech buff, which pairs well with the Jinx because she has a lot of CC on her and she can survive as long as you have the right items. And it is also very good if you're facing some enemy hyper carries that have 3 major items on them. Hextech is going to completely nullify that, and it's going to destroy them. It also gets rid of the healing reduction that you're so scared of with this comp, because they can't have a Morello's and a red buff if they're disabled for 8 seconds. And your nobles will run over them in that 8 seconds, so it's really good. As for items, on the Draven and Jinx, it's basically the same items. You're going to want the rapid fire cannon for longer range, and you're going to want the new and improved buffed Renan's Hurricane, maybe even 2 of them. If you can't get 2 of them, maybe a GA or Rage Blade is also good. As for the Swain, the items you want is a Morello's and a GA, because everybody knows a Swain with Morello's absolutely destroys. Most of the time, I've seen in Challenger, like the top 2 people are both running 6 nobles, so having a Swain with Morellos is going to completely give you the advantage against the other noble comp because they won't be able to heal, and you'll still be healing, hopefully. And if you're running the Vi, I would say go for a GA so you can get the revive and a second ult off, or along with that GA you can get a Dragon Claw or a red buff because healing reduction is king in the late game. And I think that is it. That's all you guys need to know to run this 6 nobles comp. With either, there's 2 iterations, you can, depending on what you're rolling, you see a lot of Dravens and Swains, pick them up. Otherwise, if the enemy is running healing reduction, that's going to kill you, or you're not getting Dravens and Swains, Jinx and Vi are a good alternative. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, and thanks to all the subscribers so far. You're really making my day. And if you're not subscribed yet, just hit that button, it's free. Just subscribe, bruh. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.